Hey lovely viewers. Welcome to my 2S Gossip channel. I will explain everything. Watch this video until end. Sister Wives star Janelle Brown revealed how she feels about her ex-husband Kody Brown and her former sister wives, and she compared their relationship to a business deal. I'm so glad Meri Brown understands why it's wise to have a lawyer because we're not family anymore, Janelle, 55, said in a clip shared by TLC's official Instagram page. I mean, this is people now who are trying to dissolve a business that went bad basically. The mom of 6 was referring to the process of herself, Meri, 54, Robyn Brown and Kody, 55, trying to sell the Coyote Pass property they bought in 2018. Christine Brown previously sold her share of the property for $10 in 2022 after she separated from Kody. Janelle and Meri had previously discussed hiring lawyers in the January 26 episode of Sister Wives after learning that Kody and Robyn, 46, wanted to sell Coyote Pass. However, Meri and Janelle weren't sure that was the path they wanted to take. I feel like Kody and Robyn probably have some plan of what they want to do and how they want to handle it, the bed and breakfast owner said during a one-on-one interview with producers. I think that Janelle has some sort of plan, and I know that I do as well. And none of us are talking to each other because of none of us trust each other. Janelle revealed that she would, probably, get a lawyer, because she felt it was time for somebody to be pushing her interests. When she admitted that she thought it would be a good idea for Meri to hire legal counsel as well, Meri agreed. Meri later added during a confessional, I think that's why I am going to get a lawyer to help me through this process. I feel like for quite a few years I've sat back and just not wanted to ruffle feathers, so I haven't pushed the issue on many things, but I will push the issue now. Janelle's wariness of Kody and Robyn's handling of Coyote Pass is something she's been open about in the past. When Meri suggested that Kody and Robyn would do the right thing regarding the property, Janelle said that she didn't necessarily believe that. Kody, Robyn and his former wives purchased Coyote Pass in 2018 for a total of $820,000. The initial plan was for the Brown patriarch to build a house that allowed everyone in their family to live together, but the women were against the idea. Instead, they each wanted a separate house on the property for themselves and their children. None of the family's dreams ever transpired due to a multitude of reasons, including the COVID-19 pandemic that hit in 2020. There were disagreements regarding how visitations between the families would be handled due to the contagiousness of the virus. By 2021, Christine, 52, and Kody had split, which was followed by Janelle's decision to leave a year later. Ultimately, ground was never officially broken at Coyote Pass. On Sister Wives, Janelle mused about how she kind of liked the idea of getting a spiritual release from her marriage to Kody like Meri had done. Kody Brown is reflecting on his lingering ties to Janelle Brown. I wish Meri well. I really do hope, I really want all the good things for her because I feel like she's been through the ringer, says Janelle, 55, as Christine, 52, responds, I hope she can get in a loving relationship. Janelle then noted to Christine how Meri, 54, had obtained a spiritual release from her marriage through the family's former church. Then, in a solo confessional, Janelle mused that the idea of getting a spiritual release from her marriage to Kody, 55, was something she was also potentially interested in doing. I know Meri has just recently gotten a release, like what we call a release, which is a divorce. And it's made me think, I kind of like the idea of getting a spiritual release. She said, but I don't even know who to call. Kody also addressed the matter in a separate confessional, saying, I didn't feel like I needed a spiritual divorce from Meri, and I didn't feel like I needed a spiritual divorce from Christine. However, when it came to Janelle, the father of 18 wondered, I don't know if there's some kind of karmic connection that Janelle and I are obligated to still. According to the rules of their church, at least as far as what Kody's remaining wife Robyn Brown has stated, a wife isn't considered to be spiritually separated from her husband until she has sex with someone else. But her ex-sister wives beg to differ. I just think that's bulls. I'm sorry, Janelle tells Christine amid their road trip. I mean, I think that's dogmatic. That's a dogma I used to hear and I used to be like, okay, whatever. Adding to that, Christine then suggested in a chat with the cameras, "Go have sex with somebody, then that marriage is over. You can move on. Until I have sex with somebody, that means I'm still attached to Kody." "I don't think it means that," Meri also remarked in a separate confessional. "I think it really is more for if you're going to go outside of your marriage and have sexual relations, then now you are that marriage is nullified." Sister Wives Season 19 has featured some major moments between Kody Brown and his ex-wives, but Janelle Brown is revealing a harsh truth about where the family stands as she keeps a major secret from Kody and her former family. Throughout Sister Wives Season 19, Janelle has been doing her best to move through the turmoil that's coming from her former family. After choosing to leave Kody during Sister Wives Season 18 after a particularly difficult argument, Janelle made it clear that she was hoping to stay amicable with the rest of the family, but things have taken a turn. In a preview from the Sister Wives mid-season finale, Janelle explained that though she wanted to keep things steady with Kody after her split from Kody, their lives have crumbled in a way that has severed the family entirely. "I'm so glad Meri Brown sees it's wise to have a lawyer," Janelle explained surrounding Meri's sale of her portion of the family's land, Coyote Pass. "Because we're not a family anymore. This is now people trying to dissolve a business that went bad, basically." Sister Wives Season 19 has featured some major moments between Kody Brown and his ex-wives, but Janelle Brown is revealing a harsh truth about where the family stands as she keeps a major secret from Kody and her former family. Throughout Sister Wives Season 19, Janelle has been doing her best to move through the turmoil that's coming from her former family. After choosing to leave Kody during Sister Wives Season 18 after a particularly difficult argument, Janelle made it clear that she was hoping to stay amicable with the rest of the family. But things have taken a turn. In a preview from the Sister Wives mid-season finale, Janelle explained that though she wanted to keep things steady with Kody after her split from Kody, their lives have crumbled in a way that has severed the family entirely. "I'm so glad Meri Brown sees it's wise to have a lawyer," Janelle explained surrounding Meri's sale of her portion of the family's land, Coyote Pass. "Because we're not a family anymore. This is now people trying to dissolve a business that went bad, basically." Janelle's assertion that the Browns aren't a family anymore is a harsh but true reality. Although Janelle may not be coming from a place of anger anymore, her ability to succinctly explain that her former family are no longer people she feels she can trust without a lawyer makes it clear where she stands with the rest of the Browns. While Janelle's feelings about Meri, Kody, or Robyn Brown are likely a lot different than her feelings about Christine Brown, Janelle's ability to explain that the family has shifted into a group of people trying to save themselves is accurate. While it may not be great for the relationships involved, Janelle's being honest. Janelle's honesty could be difficult for the relationships she'll share with the former Brown family in the future, but it doesn't seem like she has any interest in glossing over her feelings for others, nor does she seem interested in the idea of hiding the way she feels. Janelle has been clear for years that she's an open book, but would keep some of her feelings private for the sake of the relationships in her family. Without that burden to carry, Janelle has made it clear where she stands with the rest of the Brown family and kept herself safe. Although Janelle's idea about her former family members being people trying to save themselves after bad business decisions were made is somewhat harsh, it's a spot-on comparison to how things have been panning out with Coyote Pass. As Janelle moves into the next phase of her life, she's even chosen to keep her move to North Carolina a secret from Kody as she moves forward. While she isn't necessarily specifically excluding him, the Sister Wives star feels more comfortable moving ahead on her own, without Kody involved in her life. Seeing Janelle blossom on her own has been a privilege. Sister Wives may be one of the most popular shows on the air, but I'm convinced the show will end after Season 20 despite Kody Brown and Robyn Brown's interest in keeping the series going. Throughout the run of the series, Sister Wives has shown a different side to the majority of the Brown family members, especially Kody and Robyn. Throughout Sister Wives Season 19, it's become clear that Kody and Robyn's behavior is moving the show into new areas and keeping it going, while Kody's ex-wives, Christine Brown, Janelle Brown, and Meri Brown, have been moving away from the series. Throughout the last several seasons, Kody's had to deal with the fact that he wasn't going to get what he wanted from his former wives and his children. While he's been able to bring Robyn and the kids he shares with her forward, Kody's been dealing with the fact that his exes and their kids aren't on his side. As the show has been doing its best to be sympathetic toward Kody, the behavior shown by the patriarch and the family members who support him has been difficult to watch. With so much tension, I'm betting Sister Wives ends soon. Although Sister Wives Season 19 has been captivating viewers as the family has continued to deteriorate, the show as it was known before has already come to an end. The series has been moving slowly toward the current timeline, but as things have gone slow, it's become somewhat uninteresting to watch things viewers know happened over a year ago unfold on screen. While the events of the series have provided new clarity for viewers onto situations they weren't entirely aware of before, seeing the same things over like Christine's wedding to Devid Woolley has proven uninteresting for Sister Wives viewers. Throughout the last season of the series, viewers have felt an incredible strain between the majority of the family members, making it overly obvious that the show as it has been is over. While Kody's marriages to Meri, Janelle, and Christine have been over for the last few years, it's become more obvious to Sister Wives viewers that Kody is taking out his pain and anger on others, and watching his currently existing relationship with Robyn has been unfulfilling. The show only featuring one marriage and very few interactions with the rest of the family has been difficult to watch. As Sister Wives has followed the separation of Kody's family, it's become clear to viewers that there isn't much need for the show anymore to keep up with the family members who viewers were fans of at the first place. Most Sister Wives viewers are more interested in what's going on with Christine and Janelle, while Meri, Kody, and Robyn are more of an additional piece of the show that viewers aren't focused on. Kody and Robyn's behavior can be something that viewers sensationalize, but it's not why they're coming to watch the series in the first place. With viewers already less interested in some storylines over others, it's been difficult to watch the series knowing that there are some family members who are considerably removed from others. With Christine in Salt Lake City, Utah, Meri in Paedon, Utah, Kody and Robyn in Flagstaff, Arizona, and Janelle traveling around and preparing to settle in North Carolina, the cast has spread apart quite a bit as the show has continued on. While many of them likely wouldn't appear together on screen anyway, the Brown family being so far from one another doesn't help move the storylines forward. Although some of the Brown family members appear as though they're ready for the show to come to an end, Kody and Robyn are doing everything they can to save the show. Even with the pair moving through their relationship on screen and having more problems than ever, viewers have been noticing that Janelle, Meri, and Christine are less invested in keeping the show going. While they're still sharing their stories genuinely with viewers, Sister Wives is something Robyn and Kody are far more interested in continuing with. The group of exes has less interest in keeping Sister Wives alive. Although I understand there are some who want to keep up with the Brown family on the show, Sister Wives shouldn't continue after the next season. While there will likely be a Sister Wives Season 20 in order to wrap up this chapter of the family's life, I don't think there can be anything more the show can bring to the table that will make sense now that the family has broken apart so thoroughly. While I understand Kody and Robyn's desire to keep their show on the air, the other Sister Wives cast members don't appear as invested anymore. How did Sister Wives star Kody Brown force a divorce with Christine? An insider spills the tea on the former plural family. Baby Avalon has an adorable shocked look on her face. The third photo shows Avalon playing on the floor with the puzzle pieces spread out before her. Possibly the longest playtime I've had with Avalon, Christine Brown wrote in her Instagram post. The TLC star encouraged her 727K followers to check out the fantasy board on Etsy and to purchase it using her special promo code. However, fans couldn't help but notice how much she's been glowing since her split from Kody Brown. Done with polygamy. When Sister Wives premiered in 2010, Kody Brown was a huge cheerleader of polygamy. In fact, the original purpose of the show was to portray plural families in a positive light. The family patriarch moved his 4 wives to Arizona to avoid legal and social persecution facing them in Utah. However, his ideology has changed since Utah decriminalized polygamy. A family insider shared details with Us Weekly about Kody's state of mind these days. He's not as in a polygamy headspace, as he used to be after third wife, Christine Brown, chose to leave him. She announced her departure in November of 2021, weeks before season 16 premiered. TLC viewers have been watching weekly for clues in what went wrong in the spiritual marriage. In the season finale, Christine finally revealed her breaking point, but will Kody let her go? Refusing to give Christine divorce. As Sister Wives fans know, Christine and Kody aren't legally married. Robyn Brown is his only legal wife on paper. However, he is spiritually married to Christine, Janelle, and Meri. During the upcoming Sister Wives Tell-All special, Christine gives an update on where she stands with Kody. Despite never legally marrying, she refers to herself as divorced. But are they spiritually divorced? Sources tell us weekly that Kody is outright refusing to grant Christine a spiritual divorce. According to insiders, he left her on her own to make peace with the separation. It was her and God, not her and Kody. In fact, the spy believes that Kody will never give his wives the respect of having a spiritual divorce ceremony if the other wives follow Christine's lead. For many Sister Wives viewers, Kody Brown has seemed unhinged for years. However, the unnamed source describes him as more angry and bitter since Christine left him. Why did she leave? During the explosive season finale, Christine revealed that Kody no longer wanted intimacy with her. As with Meri, the plural husband said he was no longer attracted to his third wife. Instead of staying in the family like Meri does, Christine bolted back to Utah. Last week on the season 16 finale of Sister Wives, everyone gathered at Robyn's for Ariela's 5th birthday. Yet shortly after, they learned their nanny and her husband had COVID. Everyone had been so careful with Christmas and followed Kody's rules. Janelle and Christine laughed at the irony that an outsider hired by Kody brought the virus in. Luckily, everyone was negative. After the scare, Christine and Kody had a chat where she learned he no longer wanted an intimate marriage with her. Though she knew he was not really attracted to her and they had not been happy for years, this was the last straw. She could not be in a marriage like that. Kody claimed people were in romance-free marriages all the time. This was not for her, so she told him he was not allowed in her bed anymore. Furthermore, she packed up all of his stuff and left it in the basement. This week, everyone will talk about what has transpired individually in a one-on-one tell-all. Nothing is off limits. Sister Wives Breakdown. Sukanya Krishnan will be hosting the 3-part event, and for the first time, they will all be interviewed separately for a tell-all. Christine admits she is nervous but mentally prepared. Janelle is up first and is happy to have a semblance of normalcy with this interview. They talk about how, pre-pandemic, Janelle wanted to get everyone together and have a communication chat. The family was starting to break down and she wanted to try to fix it. She could see the wives had less in common with their kids growing up. More so, they had to make a vehement effort to make time together. Kody adds that in Vegas, there was more of an urgency to rectify issues that went away in Flagstaff. Meri attributed it to just getting used to a new town, so that was why they did not spend much time together. Christine had felt it was a hostile environment and like she was hated, as seen in the footage of them at dinner. Yet, Robyn tried to reassure her she was loved. Even Janelle tried to make her feel better because she had always seen Christine as the life of the party. Christine shares she wanted to be authentic. It was a big deal for the wives and Kody to make time to get together for this dinner. Therefore, she did not want to hide anything. She also adds she was more or less arguing with herself. Before going to gatherings, no one would reach out to each other and it was hard for Christine to see Kody with the other wives. Was incredibly hard for Christine to be at family functions due to her marital breakdown with Kody. Meri would check up on Christine to see how she was doing because she had been in her shoes. She admits it was not always reciprocated by her sister wife. Meri admits she did not fully realize how bad things were between Kody and Christine. Christine says she did have hope for the relationships after the dinner because the sister wives did have fun without Kody. Then the pandemic hit and that changed everything. Kody starts out with how the kids were sent home from school and life hit hard for the households. They now play footage of Kody and his pandemic protocol rage, how it affected his family. He claims he wanted to prevent the death of a child. Robyn was the one to say, She was keeping the rules because her kids needed their dad. He had another wife who was willing to keep the rules but kids who wouldn't. The third wife would not at all, and that was Christine. She says she could not follow his rules simply because she had kids in other states. However, she did follow the CDC guidelines and should not have had to choose between Kody and her kids. He cites how Truely almost died as a little girl because of her kidneys. Yet he does feel he could have been looser. Robyn wishes they could have meshed Kody and Christine's rules as she starts to cry, then adds she hates crying. Can they ever recover? Lonely sister wives. The best part about having sister wives is never having to walk through life alone. Sadly, the pandemic was not great for that. Meri found herself alone a lot in her home in Flagstaff as no one really reached out to her at all, and she has no marriage to Kody. She admitted if she got sick, she would just be alone in her home. That is a sad thought. She also shared she believed the family was happy the pandemic hit so they would not have to forcefully gather. In the interview, Meri means it is really just easier. Footage now rolls of Meri and Kody's marriage and the struggles they have gone through, including the catfishing incident. They were very much in love when they got married, but she admits she was jealous when he married Janelle. She admits she had a harder time when Christine came in and she does not know why. Finally, Robyn came in. When it comes time for Kody to talk about his relationship with Meri, he says there is nothing to talk about. He did not know why they were even married at one point. The end of Kody and Meri. The wives can leave whenever they want, yet Kody cannot leave them. Sukanya says Kody emotionally abandoned Meri, and Kody takes offense to that. He claims Meri was the one who was leaving him and had the affair. She was ready to go with a richer man and was leaving his butt behind. Somehow, everyone rallied around Meri and, in Kody's mind, made it all go away. He thinks Meri believes she did nothing wrong. Meri feels she and Kody had an honest conversation about the catfishing incident. She also adds she was never leaving, but she did consider all her options. Sukanya and Meri go on to watch the 30th anniversary date, which was devastating. She says she is still committed and still has the hope to be in full fellowship. Meri is guided to be in the family, it is right for her. Kody openly admits to Sukanya he will never be in a conjugal relationship with Meri as he never wants to go through the emotional torture again. They have not been intimate for a decade, but Meri has hope. She is staying for the full family. Kody says he will never feel safe with her, and it was the catfish that was the final straw. However, she will always be taken care of and is always his friend. Is that enough for Meri? Kody says it's not enough for anyone, but everyone makes their choices. Next time on part 2, Robyn is asked if she is an easy target as she is the only one having a full functioning relationship with Kody. Christine shares why polygamy is not for her as Kody says she was stabbing him in the back. Meri Brown has made no secret that she has not left the Browns mainly for the familial unit. In part 1 of Sister Wives, One-on-One, Meri went into further detail about her relationship with Kody. By doing this, she delved deeper into her relationships with her sister wives. There was a point where the host, Sukanya Krishnan, went down memory lane with Meri. This led to Meri sharing her feelings about bringing in new wives and who she clicked and clashes with. Meri Brown, wife number 1. Kody and Meri were very much in love when they wed in 1990. They had a very special and lavish wedding which actually included Janelle. She was married to Meri's brother at the time. This was how she came to be a part of the family a few years later. Christine joined a year later, and it would be 16 years before Robyn would enter the family as wife number 4. When Sister Wives first premiered in 2010, Meri and Kody still seemingly had a very loving marriage. They were shown hugging and kissing, even having date nights. When Robyn had her first child, she offered to be a surrogate for Meri and Kody so they could expand their family. It had been very hard having only one child. Unfortunately, the marriage between Kody and Meri began to unravel. Meri divorced him so he could wed Robyn, thus adopting her 3 kids from a previous marriage. Ultimately, Meri ended up in a dark place which led her to find companionship on the internet. Sadly, she ended up getting catfished, which nearly wrecked the whole family. They rebounded by her marriage to Kody was basically over. They now have nothing more than a friendship. Meri shared where they are today but explained what it was like bringing in new wives as a newlywed. Too many cooks in the kitchen. In the one-on-one interview, Meri Brown shared she and Kody were very happy on their wedding day. However, it did take some adjustment when he married Janelle. She had some jealousy issues she had to learn how to deal with. This should come as no surprise as the two have butted heads and did hash it out somewhat this past season. Yet it was Christine, who Meri really had a hard time with. She openly admits it was much harder when Christine became the third wife and she has absolutely no idea why. As for Robyn, she sought her out so she does not say much about that. In the end, Meri's relationship with Kody is platonic and they have not been intimate for a decade. Christine has flown the coop and there is much more to be revealed. Janelle Brown has increasingly shown that she is a full-fledged mama bear. It really started when Maddie had Axel. A new side of Janelle came out, one that had always been reserved for work and this strong business mind. That all seemed to change in a blink of an eye and viewers noticed. It became even more apparent with the way she protected her children against Kody during the pandemic. In part 1 of Sister Wives, One-on-One, Janelle shared her feelings on Meri being alone during this time. Janelle Brown shows who's boss. When the pandemic hit, the Brown family became even more divided than before. They had been facing a communication breakdown. Janelle so wanted to fix it and it looked like they may have had a chance. The family had a dinner where they addressed their issues, determined to work on them no matter what. Shortly thereafter, COVID shut the world down and forced them to stay home. Each wife was the ruler of their own home and Janelle made her own decisions. Least she had 3 kids at home as did Christine while Robyn had 5 in primary custody of Kody. Meri was all alone as her daughter Mariah was in Utah running her in for her. She has no real relationship with Kody and was unable to see Robyn's children. The 2 youngest, Solomon and Ariella, had grown very close to Meri. At one point, Meri claimed if she got sick, no one would know and she would just be alone. This was addressed in One-on-One. Where is the love? When asked about Meri's claim if she had COVID, she would just be left alone, Janelle Brown was stunned. She had seen this clip and immediately felt for Meri. Though she knew there was a struggle between her sister wife and Kody, that was not spilling over into their relationship. Janelle would have hoped if Meri was sick, she would call her so she could help. In fact, she was the only sister wife who even commented on this matter in the interview. Janelle repeatedly said it was a very lonesome time though she was not alone. Is it surprising to you that Janelle would be the one to want to take care of Meri? Did you expect it to be another sister wife or none at all? Thanks for watching this video. What do you think about this video? Told on comment box and subscribe our channel.